I made sure I disconnected for a second. You're welcome, bud. To be at this competitive level and then have my wife trying to play at this level, I think, I was trying to teach her a lot of times, and I was like, babe, I'll pass the ball to you. Like, I can pass the ball to Peter. Peter will be there 3 days later. He'll show up right with it. We'll go right at the enemy. I plan on planting fear in the enemy, but keeping them there, not hurting them. That gives me a chance to start working on them. That will be the harvest that I'm actually working on. A lot of people won't like it. I don't care. My wife is really, really good. So if she takes on half of my competitive nature, this is something I wanted to say to you, John. I've been praying about how to address you all day. If you're gonna do something, it's gonna affect your wife. And I had to go through the same exact thing. My wife, she got competitive. She wanted to play. All she wanted to do, I was like, babe, you're good. I was like, she was getting everything, absorbing everything. She was like a little sponge. And then when the enemy took her off, and then you go after the enemy and you're like, I'll get the ball back real fast. You don't believe me? Let me put proof, right? Here it is. And I'll pass it again. Now let's see who gets it. Then we're all going after it. But you have to have confirmation. The enemy doesn't care about how it happened. The enemy has no testimony. The enemy. But me and you, John, we have a testimony now. We were spiraling. I didn't forget you, bro. I promise you. I don't have to say it again. But what I'm doing now is my team, my prophets, we move this ball like the enemy doesn't know how. And we get people in front of us for a second. I taught them how to move. But if you do not have the Holy Spirit, then you cannot hear. If you cannot hear, John, you cannot move. If you cannot move, John, you have no life. You have to serve God every single day. That's how we get our food. This is how we beat them over and over again. Do you know what a cocaine fueled up person can do? When the devil comes into them, do you know what a meth user, once the enemy comes into them? I do. I fought them. Not with a soccer ball. Not with a soccer ball, bro. A lot of them I couldn't even recognize for a second till I pulled out their demon and was like, all right, let me see the spirit you were actually from. There's a lot you don't know, John. I can tell you this. Sarah's trying her best. You're a child. And be humbled, sitting on a little throne that I promised you a long time ago, and be thankful that I know you. Confirm it. Do it yourself. I don't owe you a thing. You owe me everything. We're not Rooster. You are.